Hi students, today we are going to crack few MCQ questions from alcohol, phenol and ether. First question, the reaction of alkyl halide with sodium alkoxide forming ether is known as. So they are forming ether. So we have only one method of preparation with this, which is Williamson ether synthesis. Ether synthesis. So option C is the correct answer. Second question, the correct order of ease of dehydration reaction. They're asking for dehydration. The order goes like this: 3 degree, 2 degree, and 1 degree. So we have to take tertiary alcohol. So now we have to check which is tertiary alcohol. So if I take the first option, the carbon which is connected with three other carbon. So we have 3 CH3 group. So this is tertiary. And then obviously we have to check the other options also. This is carbon which is connected with two other carbon. So this is secondary and this is primary. So option A is the correct answer. Here it is secondary. Here it is primary. Here it is also secondary. So other options are not the correct answer. Which of the following compounds will give ketone on oxidation with CrO3? CrO3 is weak oxidizing agent. Weak oxidizing agent. The role of weak oxidizing agent is primary alcohol will become aldehyde and secondary alcohols will become ketone. So now they're asking for ketone only. So now we have to check which is the secondary alcohol. So this is OH group which is connected with one carbon. Functional group carbon connected with only one carbon. This is also primary. And this is carbon which is connected with three carbon. So this is tertiary. So option these are not the correct answer. Option D is secondary. So alcohol, this carbon is connected with two other carbon. So two carbon it is connected. So it is secondary alcohol. Since it is secondary alcohol, it will give ketone. So option D is the correct answer. Next, phenol on reaction with aqueous bromine at room temperature gives. So here they are asking bromine water. Aqueous meaning bromine water. So it is direct question from NCERT. So it gives 2,4,6 tribromophenol. Next question. Dehydration of tertiary alcohol with copper at 573 Kelvin gives. So for copper at 573 Kelvin reaction, so if you take primary alcohol, it will become aldehyde. These are the clues you have to remember. For secondary alcohol, it will give ketone. Tertiary alcohol will form alkene. So this is the hint you have to remember for copper at 573. So option alkene will be formed for tertiary alcohols. Option B is the correct answer. Okay. Next question. Phenol does not undergo electrophilic substitution reaction easily due to. So phenol, this is the structure of phenol. This lone pair will be involved in resonance. So the first resonance structure will goes like this. Okay. Now there is a partial double bond which is formed between carbon and oxygen. So this is partial double bond character. So since it is a partial double bond character, breaking this bond is very, very difficult. Breaking this bond is very difficult. So partial double bond character of carbon bond oxygen is the correct answer. Suitable Grignard. Next question. Suitable Grignard reagent used for the synthesis of this with methanol. So for GR, Grignard's reagent, you have to remember this hint. The first hint is, so if you take methanol with Grignard's, CH3MgBr. I'll take simple MgBr, so you'll get primary alcohol. If you take aldehyde other than formaldehyde, this is actually formaldehyde. If you take aldehyde other than formaldehyde with the Grignards, you will get secondary alcohol. And then with ketone Gr, it will give tertiary alcohol. So this is the clue you have to follow. Now they're asking for methanol. Methanol, so obviously the product should be primary alcohol. Yes, it is a primary alcohol. Now we have to get this in methanol. I'll take methanol with, so already methanol has only one carbon, so this carbon is there in the product. Now that Grignards should have 3 carbon, that too it should be in this format. Okay, now what will happen? You have to split the molecules into positive and negative. This is the clue. Positive and negative. So the negative will go to positive, positive will go to negative. So the reaction goes like this. Okay, on hydrolysis, on second next step, if you add H, you will get this product. This product you will get. Okay, so it has to be CH3CH3MgBr. So option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Next, ethanol on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid at 413 Kelvin gives. So it is a alcohol, ethanol, CH3CH2OH, and the sulfuric acid is a dehydrating agent. So this dehydrating agent will remove water. So removal of water will give you alkene. So option D is the correct answer. Next, which of the following is most acidic? Most acidic. So the acidic character entirely depends on the stability of the conjugate base it forms. So now it is if you take option A and option and option C, they are normal or simple alcohols. They are simple alcohols, but they are aromatic. This is the first clue. So option, either it can be option B or D. Now we have to check phenol. This is phenol, and this as chloro group. So this chloro group is electron withdrawing group. And whenever there is an electron withdrawing group, it increases acidic character. Acidic character also increases. The clue is electron withdrawing group increases acidic character. So option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer because of the presence of electron withdrawing group, chloro group. Next, aspirin is formed by the acetylation of. Aspirin is nothing but acetyl salicylic acid. Acetyl salicylic acid is aspirin. So acetylation of salicylic acid will give you aspirin. Next question, phenol is less acidic than. I will give you clue. Please solve this and comment your answer. So ethanol is aliphatic, and we have 3 aromatic alcohol, phenol based, and nitro group is electron withdrawing in nature, Methoxy is electron releasing in nature, electron releasing group, and methyl also electron releasing group. Please comment your answer. Thank you.